on this topic, border supplemental, even though a lot of our friends on the other side, when you say border, they hear wall. There's no wall funding included in this. It is all emergency funding. Slightly more than half will be to take care of unaccompanied children, not children who were separated from their families, children who came by themselves. Of that 130,000 people that came last year, that Senator Barrasso mentioned, about 11,500 of them were kids who came by themselves. About a third of those kids were under 12. About 2/3 were between 12 and 17. And there's no option but for the Homeland Security to turn those kids over to Health and Human Services and for us to take responsibility for them. This is not a group that under any circumstances you can say, okay, we're going to have to let you go because we don't have any place to keep you. Show up in 6 months or so for your asylum hearing. You can't take 12 and 13 and 14-year-old boys and girls and say, show up at some future time. So we have to take care of these kids. We are out of appropriated money to do it. We are out of the money that the appropriations bill allowed to be repurposed to do it. And at some point very quickly we'll be basically asking the contractors, groups like Lutheran Family Services and Catholic Family Services, to just do this for free, and at some point in the future we'll pay you. That obviously doesn't work. So slightly more than half of the money would be for that. The other half would just simply be the overtime and the other things that have to happen at the border when you have this number of people coming to the border. Not walls, not anything the Democrats have objected to. In fact, Louise Roll-Arbillard, from the Democrat leader on DHS in the Senate, said this is a horrendous problem. So let's solve it as you would solve any other horrendous problem, appropriately and quickly, and we plan to mark up that bill next Thursday.